go on with it. Do us. So we are coming here with a force. Yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise on board. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life, man. But thank God for the journey that's to the plus. Yeah. Gratitude is a must. Yeah. Blessings all for my right hand. But I toast to the friends that they come to me. Lord, part time, sit down in a class and we pour that all this in the road and we go on with the road.
Looking for ways to improve your health? Look no further. Visit www.shayrenee.net, where we provide healing beyond the prescription pad. We have hand-blended teas and herbs that are going to provide you with ultimate immune health, cold-pressed juices, as well as sea moss gels that are going to provide you with your daily vitamins and nutrients in just 2 tablespoons. Shop www.shayrenee.net and receive free shipping on all orders over $75. Don't wait, because a healthy life is ahead. So I realized at the beginning of my video, my mic wasn't on. So just go on, skip past that part. Just come on with it. Let me know y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. In the beginning, I basically said, we're going to get into that whole scene with Kimmy and Mel, because all of y'all been all over the internet, child, in a damn uproar over that. And we just gonna roll. We're gonna roll into it when we roll into it, okay? Because we got a lot to talk about in this episode. There was a lot of things that I'm puzzled by. There's a lot of people in the sunken place on this show, okay? Hence my title, okay? It's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of people living here. They living right here, okay? And we gonna talk about them peoples and why they living in this place. Sunken place person number 1, Miss Kimmy. Okay, so the episode starts off with Kimmy and Maurice are at this office, child. All the Scotts got a lot of projects going on that ain't really being finished. Okay, but finally they see an office space that's finished now. So she apparently has sold some of the spaces. Micah, Maurice's brother, is doing the work for them and whatnot. She's like trying to hurry up and get this done. You know what bothers me about Kimmy? The little voice. The voice kills me. Oh, I'm just so excited now. Now I can get the keys and we can just go ahead and do this. And, yeah, and you guys have been taking so long. Girl, why are you pacifying these grown men? I'm sure y'all are paying Micah, okay? Tell Micah to hurry the fuck up. Micah, I'm paying you to build these offices, and it looking like you're taking a long damn time, okay? Hurry your ass up, because we're not making no money when you in here playing Bob the Builder, you see. Get done before I have to call somebody else. See, I thought y'all was done playing around with family members doing projects for y'all. The uncle was supposed to be building the chateau for Chateau Scott for your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law. That ain't get built. Apparently Micah did finish a project. Maybe they should have him go and build a damn house, because clearly that ain't happened yet. But moving on, Micah leaves out. Kimmy's complaining about the timelines to Maurice, and Maurice complains that Kimmy is looking for his involvement in completing these projects. But, I'm a lawyer. I don't have time to do this stuff. But you got time to invest in all this stuff and just dump it in Kimmy's lap. Kimmy, I don't feel sorry for you anymore. I actually never did. You see, because you allow him. You allow him to keep you in the sunken place. That's right. You're in the sunken place, my dear. You allow him to keep you there. You are just constantly falling for the bullshit. Okay? This is where you live. You and your dumb sister-in-law. Y'all live in the freaking sunken place. Okay? That's where y'all live. You're sitting here pacifying this man, and you try to slick diss him. Kimmy tries to throw it in there real slick. He's like, because I'm a lawyer, and I'm doing a lot of litigation, there's a lot of people getting sued, a lot of lawsuits, and I'm the guy dealing with it. Okay. She's like, well, you the one invested in all these properties. So if you doing the one investing and doing all that, you need to do the work to deal with it. Don't drop it in my lap all the time. Because this is not just my job. I thought that you was somebody that could fix some stuff, somebody that could do some stuff. But you just somebody that is full of shit and stuff. You playing like you can do this and do that, and you can't really do nothing. And then you end up dropping it in my lap. And Kimmy talks about how you wanted to have this family. You want to have a family. You want to have a business. You want to be a lawyer. You want to do this, but you're not following through with any of it. And then you're looking at me to come and follow up and do everything. That's not fair. It's not fair. So moving on. Kimmy is just, child, she's sitting up there looking like a damn fool and tells him she don't care about him being a lawyer. He elected to do all this stuff and basically stop putting it off on her. And she said he only helps her when things are mutually beneficial for him. So then they move on to talking about Tisha and this vaginal steam. How, Kimmy went to this place to get a vaginal steam, and she has all these herbs that are supposed to help her with her libido. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I really hope I don't sound insensitive. I don't give a fuck about Kimmy and her libido anymore. Okay? I don't give a damn if it feels like Maurice is putting his dick in sandpaper. I don't give a shit about that. Maurice can play pocket pool for the rest of his days for all I care. I don't give a fuck about that, okay? Kimmy, you need to be on TV showing us, hey guys, I just survived cancer. That's what I did. Here's what I'm doing to keep it away. I don't give a fuck about, seems to be the only thing that you're trying to bring back versus your vitality. You're not trying to bring back your health. You're trying to bring back your puss juice. When you need to be in the kitchen, juicing some fruits, some vegetables, living an alkaline life to keep the disease at bay. That's what you need to do. Okay? I want to see that. What the hell are you eating? What are you eating? How are you? You went to work out with the old lady, with Mel, okay, who is very fit. And you didn't even want to work out. But you came with your tigum bitties out, wearing barely nothing. You don't like to sweat. You don't like to work out. But bitch, this is what you got to be doing to keep your health together. I don't give a fuck about Maurice sticking his sausage into your cockpit. Don't care. Don't care. You trying to be a bona fide cum dumpster for your husband. Sick of it. Don't care. Kimmy, shut the fuck up about you and your pussy hole. I don't give a fuck about you and your pussy. Okay? Stop. Stop talking about it. We don't care. Give us something that makes sense. Talk about your recovery. What is it like as a person that has survived cancer? Here's what I should be eating. I'm working out. I'm doing this. I can't eat beef or pork anymore. I'm following a European diet. Girl, something. And Maurice with his dumb ass sitting over there. Yeah, well, all those herbs and stuff, those are just things that are, those are gimmicks. Just trying to sell you things. Him and Kimmy, the way they talk is so lame to me. This little language, it's very, the way they talk to each other, it's very ring around the rosy, okay? Both of them talk in circles to each other. They see each other. They talk in circles to each other. She's like, well, I don't really care about you being a lawyer. You need to do this. And yeah. And like, I was doing these herbs and stuff. And, I was doing that. And like she does the little baby voice to be less. Kimmy gives him the baby voice to me to sound less combative, right? Because if she gives it the flavor behind it and how she really, means it, she wants to take her defenses down. She doesn't want him to feel like she's being combative with him, but she's trying to get her point across to him. So she has to give it to him soft. She got to massage it in. She got to put a little oil on it on his back and massage it in. She can't be herself and like really just come at him and give it to him the way it's supposed to be given. She can't fully express herself because she doesn't want to hurt his ego. Okay? That's why Kimmy talks to him the way she does. But he doesn't give a damn how he talks to her or what he says. Now, he does say it in a very cynical, light manner, but he's still talking shit nevertheless. Telling her that her, libido and this, that, and the third is all in her damn head. And this is a gimmick of her going to do it. Not, hey, babe, I'm really, you know what? I appreciate you going and doing all these things because you're trying to please me. But you know what? I just really want to focus on your health. That's what I want to do. I want to focus on how we can get you to recover. That's what we need to be talking about. All this other shit is dead. So then Kimmy goes on and snitches on Tisha talking about, yeah, before we get to steam, Tisha was, she took a pregnancy test because she thought she was pregnant. And I was just laughing because I'm like, girl, Marcel got a vasectomy, girl. And then she goes on, okay, but please don't tell Marcel because I want Tisha to tell him. Yeah, because that's why you was pressing Tisha in that scene when y'all was at the nail salon to go run and tell him because you don't want it to get back to her that you done told Maurice. Yeah. Because you over there telling her business. Let her do. She don't have to tell him about that. The damn pregnancy test was negative. And Tisha knew she was full of shit. You over there getting thicker than a Snicker because you picking up the fork one too many damn times. And you're stressed. You're stressed. You owe a lot of people money. Okay? You on TV pretending like you this boss bitch that you're not. And scene. Moving on to the next scene. Okay? Because I don't give a damn about Kimmy and Maurice and the libido and none of that. So Stormy goes into another construction space, yet another construction space that Tisha and Marceau have not completed. How many, you know what? We should just put them on a show and call it, how many construction projects can you start and not finish? Yeah, let's do that. Because the only project that we've seen y'all complete on this show was Black. And I don't even remember you being in there building that. I think they had somebody else do that. Did you even do your own project? I just, child, I'm about sick of them. I'm really about sick of them. But Stormy, I'm also really sick of you. Let me tell you why. Stop coming in here. She comes in there to talk to Tisha. And she thinks that she's a young Van Zandt. Okay, she about to fix everybody's damn life on this show. Now, you got pissed off when Mel had conversations with people to fix stuff. But now you doing it. Only you can prevent forest fires. You the only one that can come on here and fix people up with your sound bowls? No, baby. No. You don't even have the rapport with these people to be trying to come in there and tell them how to fix their problems. Because you yourself are full of shit, my dear. You are. So you coming in, she comes in there. She's basically jumping right in, trying to get trying to get Tisha to have a conversation with Kiki. And she's like, you don't think you guys can fix it, blah, blah, blah. Stormy, let me say this. Girl, mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business, okay? This don't got nothing to do with you. This is deep-rooted family drama, okay? You don't need to put your wide nose, in the situation. What? The nose that fits your face, by the way. I don't want you messing up your damn face. Don't take that as a bad thing. Don't stick your schnoz into these people's business, okay? You don't know them. You don't know what the background issues are. You just don't know. Okay? You don't know. You are not Iyanla Vanzant, and Iyanla retired for a reason. Because there's a lot of people that's full of shit out here. And Tisha is top tier on the list. Some people just don't think that they wrong about any of the shit that they do. And Tisha is really one of those people. She is definitely one of those people that can never accept responsibility for her bullshit. Ever. Okay? So moving on, Tisha basically tells her, yeah, no, because I'm not trying to be talking to her, and I'm never going to be talking to her again. She threw a drink in my face, and I'm pretty sure it's because she's high, and she basically insinuating that Kiki is still on drugs. If Kiki sued your ass for defamation of character, you would deserve it. Why are you sitting on TV assuming that somebody is doing drugs? And then you said it with your chest. Like, you know what fucks up. When whole time, Kiki done took a whole drug test where she is not guilty of such sins. She has not done any drugs. How about we ask you how many surgeries you've had since you've been on the show that's not working anymore because you still eating and picking up the spoon, fork, and the damn paper knife and tearing some food up, fucking up the surgery, okay? Wasting your damn money. How about we infringe upon your life and talk about that? How about everybody talk about how much y'all really don't have no money, but y'all act like y'all do? Just assume some shit. Since you over here assuming somebody on drugs. I just need for her to shut the fuck. I'm tired of Tisha. Tisha is the fakest. She's the fakest bird on national TV right now. She don't want to talk about herself. She don't want to deal with real life. She is definitely ding, 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 living in a sunken place. This is where Tisha lives. Consistently. You don't want to deal with your life. You think that everybody around you is against you if they don't do whatever you want them to do, say whatever you want them to say. Kiki can't be my cousin anymore because she doesn't lick the inside of my ass like she used to. You see? I don't want to be her cousin anymore. She threw a drink in my face. Cry me a river. Girl, bye. Now, let me say this, Kiki. You damn sure shouldn't have thrown that drink in the girl's face. You damn sure shouldn't have did that, okay? Because that was childish as fuck. Now, Tisha, you sitting up there ignoring her, that was childish too, okay? All of y'all, like, do any of y'all really like each other on this show? That's what I really want to know. It's like nobody is really genuine when they're filming together. Because I don't even think Kimmy really liked Tisha. I think that they both are just living in the sunken place together. They have found a quiet little nook down there, and it's a struggle love pattern where they have just bonded over their bullshit. But outside of that, Kimmy still remembers the dingleberry brain that Tisha is. Yeah. Really crazy. I don't get it. But moving on, Tisha said, she just can't have a relationship with Kiki. And, she suggests that Stormy has a separate relationship with Tisha and a separate relationship with her. Well, that's kind of funny. That's a really good suggestion. Why didn't you suggest that for Kiki with Melody? Oh, so Kiki can't talk to Mel at all. Kimmy can't talk to Mel at all. They can't be friends with her because you don't like her. Okay? You ain't effing with Mel. So, if you ain't effing with her, nobody else can eff with her. But Stormy, it's okay. Hey, Stormy. Yeah, you can be friends with Kiki. Just be friends with us separately. But you didn't suggest that for the other peoples around you when it came to Mel. Okay, I see the double standards. I see you and I check it. Okay? I see you and I raise it and I check it. You are afraid of Stormy. Tisha never checks Stormy. You got all this shit to talk when you trying to talk shit to Mel, when you talking shit to Kiki, when you going back and forth with Tiffany that one little time, when you try to come for Kimmy. You really beating your chest with all these other people. But with Stormy, oh, you little mouse. You little quiet. And your Stormy done called your husband a whole bitch. And you ain't do nothing about it. So sorry. Moving on. Tisha then tells Stormy about her trip to Vegas with her friends, and then tells her that Marcel went to Colombia on a bachelor trip with his friends. Girl, how many vacations is this man going to go on to do everything but honor you? Like, he went to Africa for a whole month without you. Now he going to trips where they got brothels. Child, you know what? You like it, I love it. I'm not even going to address it anymore. Because honestly, y'all, let me say this. And I'm not going to take too much time on this. There are so many things that we could be talking about with Tisha and Marcel outside of the cheating. But they still refuse to talk about that. They are the ones that continue to put the cheating up front for us. It's so obvious of what this man is doing. But it's even more obvious that she doesn't care. So that's why we, the public, don't care. The problem that we have with Tisha and Marcel is that they are on TV faking the funk, pretending like they're people that they're not. That's the problem. Y'all are going on. Tisha, you going to Vegas. He going to wherever the fuck he at, Colombia, and seeing all the ass that he can see. But where's y'all family vacations? When y'all doing stuff with y'all children? When aren't y'all supposed to be going to Africa and taking y'all children? Last season, y'all was looking at books because y'all was supposed to be going to Africa and taking the children with y'all. When is that going to happen? But hey, I'm just very observant and I see the shit. Moving on. So y'all Stormy opens up Tisha's eyes to the fact that, hey, that's where people really get the fucking, okay? That's where people go for that. And Tisha like, huh? Girl, okay, Tisha. Boo and bye to you. You just as dumb as a box of rocks. Anyway, so then Tisha says, yeah, I was in Vegas with my friends and, I was eating all this food. I gained a lot of weight and, I'm just doing a whole lot. So then Stormy says, she goes on to talk about Courtney and Marcel playing games with him. Because Tisha tries to throw a little jab in there because Stormy said, yeah, that's where the brothel's at. Like looking at her like, here we go. He looking at you like you're dumb. You treat me like a dummy again. Then she tries to counter Stormy by saying, oh, is Courtney still mad at Marcel? Like, you try to throw a little jab real quick. And Stormy was like, girl, no. My man is a grown-ass man. And your husband is a little-ass boy. He likes to play little fucking games. And my husband don't do that, you see, because he's a grown man. He don't play that shit. Like, this Stormy, he don't play that shit. Like, he don't play that shit like that. Like, Stormy, he a grown man. I mean, Courtney, he a grown man. Still, so, like, that little stunting Marcel do, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't stunting all that. He ain't worried about that. Okay? He ain't worried about that. Courtney a grown man. He got money. For real. He's running businesses, doing his thing, taking care of his family, not running off to Africa for months and not telling Stormy because Stormy's not having it. Okay? Stormy's not a weak woman like you. Courtney would never talk to Stormy the way that Marcel talks to you. Period. Okay? Let's just call a spade a spade. Stormy is not in the sunken place. She's not in the sunken place. Okay? You are. So all of this stuff that you're doing, trying to defend Marcel and you trying to stick it to Stormy saying that Courtney was bothered by Marceau. Girl, he's not bothered by Marceau because Marceau is not messing up his check. See, stuff that don't pay me don't fray me. Okay? Period. If it don't pay me, it don't fray me. And it damn sure don't sway me. I don't give a damn what you doing or what you talking about. You over there acting like a bitch ass nigga. I'm a grown ass man. Okay? None of that stuff that you do affects me. Period. Courtney is not tripping off of you or Marceau at all. So this Stormy goes right on into it, which I'm glad that she went on and did it. We're going to talk about this because as a business owner, I personally feel like Tisha is full of shit and she's lying. Tisha is fucking lying. Stormy went on and said, yeah, and I want to talk to you about this whole website thing because it really just made me look bad. Like, I'm out here in the blogs and people making it seem like we in cahoots with one another. And, it's just a lot going on. Like, I'm getting blamed for all of this stuff. Like, and Tisha was like, yeah, I apologized to, the lady, the people, my team, that was doing stuff for my website. And, the website designer was the one that screwed the pooch and just really messed us up. And, I fired him. Now you fired him. Let me tell you something. I'm going to educate y'all real quick. And I'm going to tell you why she's fucking lying. When you are doing your policy, right? Even if you pay somebody, I have a Square account, right? So for my website, for my business, you can pay a web designer to do your website. I decided to do mine on my own because I'm still a small business. I don't need anybody, I'm small, so I don't need anybody to do my stuff for me yet. But even when I looked at the cost to look at the price for somebody to do it for me, you still have to give them your policy information yourself. She's lying. She copied that and gave it to the website designer, in my opinion. Let me put the banner up because I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. I ain't got time to be playing with nobody. You have to do your own policy. No web designer, right? They are not going to write your policy up for you. They don't know anything about your products. They can't make any guarantees about your products as far as your return policy, your shipping habits, all this stuff, what you need to prepare the products, all of that. This is basically your policy is basically your mission statement on how you're going to handle the customer in the case that something happens. Okay? If they want to return something, whatever. Your website designer isn't going to know that because they're not selling your products. You're lying. And of all the people that he or she could copy, they copied you. Tisha, I believe, in my opinion, okay, you copied Stormy because you didn't think that Stormy was saying anything. That's what I think. Y'all was TikTok dancing it up, becoming the best of friends, hating Melody together. So sure, she's not going to give a damn if I copy her website. I've already copied your products that I lied and said I've been in the kitchen making. In my opinion, allegedly. I don't think Tisha been in the kitchen making no damn hair products. I think, like we saw on camera, you relabeled those products, Stormy's products, with your label. That's not a product I didn't see you with a machine where you're pouring the product into the bottles yourself. You're full of shit, Tisha. You can't never do nothing on your own. You have copied every single person on this show except Tiffany. Because we don't even know what the hell she do. And technically she ain't even on the damn show no more as of the last episode. So child, who fucking knows? But you don't have an original bone in your body, sis. Get your life. Like seriously, get your life. Moving on, Stormy is like, well, you apologizing to all these other people. Like, you need to apologize to me because that really hurt me, and that made me look bad that you out here copying me and whatnot, and you ain't said nothing. And in the confessional, Stormy is really just like, girl, really, this could really go down. Stormy could sue her if you want to be truthful about it. Stormy could have sued her for using her verbiage from her website. But she's trying to show her that she's giving her grace. She like, you over here being prideful and such. I really could throw the hammer on your ass. And I know you ain't got the money to play with me. I got the money to tussle and play with you. Okay? Even if I just want to prove a damn point. I got the money and the coins to waste my motherfucking time in court with your broke ass. I got it. So all I'm asking you to do is apologize. That's it. That's it. So Tisha, after much pushing and coaching, because at first she was like, I don't owe you an apology because that's not even my fault. Like, it was the web designer. Like, I didn't do it. Never can accept accountability for a goddamn thing. Never. Even your own mealy mouth, well-toothed husband said that you don't accept accountability for anything. You just don't. You know what? Stormy is addressing this whole policy situation. I really want her to talk about the labeling. She kind of talked about it in the confessional when she said, you know what? I never said nothing with all this stuff. Is she making it look like we in cahoots together with all the stuff that she's done? Okay, what's all the stuff that she's done that you're verifying, that you're validating? Were you okay with her relabeling your product? She definitely did that on camera. Why aren't you saying anything? You saying something about the policy, but not the products. Are you producing those products? She didn't say she was, but she didn't say she wasn't. Maybe that's why she felt it was okay to use your policies and procedures, because you're the one making the freaking product. I don't know what's going on here, but Stormy, listen, we don't need you trying to play Dr. Damn Phil, because that ain't your freaking job. You over here trying to practice on damn Kiki and Tiffany, and now Kiki and Tisha, because you trying to get to your mom. You trying to do some work to get your mama and your aunt on the show. That's not the Lord's work, and that's not your mission. We don't want your mama, and your aunt is sweet, but we don't want your mama or your aunt on the show. Leave it to Beaver. We don't care. Don't do that. Your mama don't need to be back. She's done. The party done with your mama. Okay. You know what, Stormy? Why don't you go on over to Bell Collective? That's where you need to go. Because being peacemaker over here in Huntsville, that ain't your job, sis. You need to go over there to Bell Collective and help your friend Latrice out. She needs a friend, somebody that's her age that can battle the battle axes. That's what she needs. Moving on. They decide to go and do a double date because she said that, they had said that they were going to do it, but they never did it. So now they're going to go do a double date. Her, Stormy, Courtney, Tisha, and Marceau, which is going to be a hot mess at the end of this episode. But moving on. Chris goes to talk to Manicure Nail about his convo with their son, Little Chris. She says he's basically telling her that Chris hasn't been coming around because he's feeling some type of way. And Nell was like, yeah, he ain't called me or nothing. Like, he don't call. He ain't tell me about giving me my money back, nothing. Like, Chris is just a little brat. Like, he's this. First of all, Nell, I'm going to need you to calm the F down. Like, you got to pipe down. It's a lot. I get it. As a mother, okay, and I told y'all in my last review with Little Chris, I think Little Chris is going through something. I think that he's at a crossroads in his life. He don't know what he want to do with his life. And Nell kind of nailed it down when she said he was some star football player. He didn't go to college when when him being a star football player didn't work out or whatever. He didn't know what to do with his life, I guess. I don't know if he was a star football player in college or high school. I'm not sure. Maybe he did go to college. I don't know. But for whatever reason, maybe he thought he was going to the NFL because he was so good and he didn't make it. So that's why I be telling Black parents, don't make your children put all eggs in one basket with these damn sports. Sports are not everything, okay? Because everybody can't make it to the NFL, the NBA, the what the hell is baseball. Everybody can't do all that. Everybody can't make it to major leagues for everything. Okay? It may become a hobby after you graduate. And you'll just be the best on your community team. You got to get a job. You got to start a business. You have to do something to take care of yourself. But I think the problem with little Chris is things didn't work out for him. He's the youngest. They've pacified him. He don't know what to do outside of mama and daddy coddling me. So he's trying to figure out what's his next level in life. Like, what are my next steps? And it's causing a level of depression in him. And while Nell identifies that as his mother, she's not handling it well. She's handling him like a tyrant. When somebody's already depressed and not really aware of what to do with the rest of their life, you yelling and screaming at them and telling them they ain't shit, that's not helping nothing. That's not going to make him wake up and be like, oh, great, I want to be productive now. Nell talking about something when he got money and, he doing good. He ain't all depressed and da-da-da-da. And Chris was like, no. I hear what you're saying. And I love the way Chris speaks. Chris is not, he knows how to manage his levels when it comes to Nell. Because manicure Nell, she be going off the Richter scale with the bullshit. Okay, she yelling and screaming. I don't like that. This is your child. Pay attention. Okay? Your husband, this is why the kids go to him to talk to him, because who wants to have a conversation? Let's just be serious for a minute. Okay? Who wants to have a conversation with somebody that's constantly yelling at them? And I'm going to share something with y'all. My mother is like that. Constantly yelling or wanting to be right, wanting to talk over me or whatever. And that's why we have our struggle. I love my mother to death, but that's why we have our struggles in our relationship, because I'm not that kind of person. I am the type of person where I want to have a conversation with you. I want to pinpoint what the problem is. But my mother want to go all the way back in history of some stuff that has been solved since I was 17 years old. And goddamn it, I'm 38. Why are we talking about old stuff? I want to talk about how you hurt me just now. I don't want you pivoting around what you did. And that's what Nell is doing. She's pivoting around the fact that she don't know how to talk to her children and using the excuse of what they've done. Oh, he was going to jail and I had to pay for this and I had to do and this is what I had to do. But wait, it's about me. You're not listening. Chris is over here trying to tell you that your son is depressed. He don't know where he going at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. First thing you do is jump to conclusion and see that's right there. He going somewhere 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. He gonna get in trouble. I get it. You're a mom. You'll care about your son, obviously. But that right there, you don't know how to talk to people now. I don't know how she handling. You know what? This ain't a good look for her acting like this. Because how the hell are you handling people's children all day? Are you yelling at the kids in the daycare? I'm not saying that that's what she's doing, but one would think if you don't even know how to talk to your grown children, how do I know? And obviously she knows what she's doing because she's been in business for over 30 years, right? But how do I feel comfortable with you and how you handle my children if everything is at an elevated energy? You got to learn how to control that. You really do. But she eventually pipes down because I think she took the time to really take it in and be like, oh, wait a minute, this shit is real. He's saying my son is depressed. He's going places at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. He is not understanding what his path in life is. Okay? So now she's like, you know what? you know what? I'm willing to wipe away his debt if he goes to therapy. I want to see him go to therapy. And you know what, Manicure Nail? I want to see you go to therapy too. You need to learn how to talk to people. You really, really do. You have got to learn how to talk to people, starting with your family. I get it. Nell strikes me as a person that really loves hard. She's going to be there for her family. And I think that Nell is jealous that the kids go to Chris first. But instead of being jealous, you need to understand why. They can actually have a conversation with Chris where Chris is listening to understand, not listening to respond. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of people that don't know how to communicate well. They're out here yelling and screaming. You listening to people, and while they talking, you just documenting notes in your head on how you gonna snip them back. Not understanding, oh, okay, I understand why that upsets you. Okay, let me take that in and not do that anymore. Or let me acknowledge when I'm doing XYZ so that I can do better with that. Instead, they like listening to somebody, and it really bothers me when you don't take the trash out because I'm very tired all day and I come home and I gotta take the trash out, I gotta cook dinner and do this, and in your head you listening like, yeah, so you lazy, huh? Oh, you don't want to take the trash out? Oh, now you expect me to do everything. Instead of listening to your partner that's telling you, I'm taking the trash out, I'm cooking, I'm overwhelmed. That's a person listening to understand a person. A person that's listening to come back because you just trying to snipe me right on back. We never gonna get nowhere. I really hope that this show helps Nell to see herself, because a lot of times people will walk away from, even on Summer House Martha's Vineyard. And I really can't wait to see that again so I can see if it really worked out. Shout out to one of my homeboys. He actually took her maternity photos. The girl from Summer House Martha's Vineyard. Her and her husband were terrible on that show. Their relationship was trash on screen. He treated her bad. And he did an interview afterwards saying that after he watched himself, he realized that he was being terrible to his wife and he did not want to be like that. So they went to therapy and he changed. I hope that happens with Nell. I hope that Nell takes it seriously to go to therapy. They did discuss family therapy. I hope that she goes to therapy and realizes and watches herself after this season and sees that, damn, I'm talking to my family like that. Oh my God. And I would love to see her next season sitting down with them, apologizing to them for the way that she speaks to them. Because that's really, she has to learn how to deal with, obviously they're coming to her and weighing her down with a lot. She's going to have to learn how to either say no or really channel that energy somewhere else. Because yelling and screaming on people, that's not the proper exchange, because you feel like Nell is the type of person that I feel like she thinks it's okay for her to yell and scream at them because they're asking her for something. So you asking me for something, you gonna get it how I'm gonna give it to you. That's not right. That doesn't give you a rite of passage to be nasty and so nasty and so rude to people. Okay. So moving on. Chris is going to try to help him get some therapy, and Nell is fully in support of that. So here we go, y'all. We at this nail salon scene, okay? So Kimmy invites Tisha and Mel to go to a nail salon to get their nails done. Tisha arrives, and before Mel gets there, Tisha talks about the Yoni Place items helping her and Marceau have a good old time. I need a drink. I need a drink, y'all. Tisha, you in the Sunken Place. You in the goddamn Sunken Place. Girl, you and Marceau are not doing nothing. Girl, you the same bird that schedules sex. You'll be scheduling sex in the morning or on your calendar. Y'all be scheduling sex. Stop playing, girl. None of them herbs that they shoved up your pussy hole is making you finally be like, ooh, I want to roll in the sack. Lies. The lies, the lies, the lies. Okay, I wish I had that gif up here. It's team too much. Y'all are not fucking. Stop lying. For real. So then Kimmy goes on to say, child, and yuck, just to think, ugh, I would not want to be having sex with Marcel. I don't even know who would cheat with him. Ugh, moving on. So Kimmy asks if she told Marcel about the pregnancy test, and Tisha says no. Kimmy, just stop. Just stop. You are pressing Tisha to tell Marcel because you done sat up there and told Maurice that she took a pregnancy test. And you over there shaking in your little sandals in that pedicure, so hoping and praying that Maurice don't tell Marcel first. So that's why you pressing Tisha to say something. Because it really, honestly, why is Tisha even saying anything? She knows that he had a vasectomy. She obviously isn't cheating on him. So she's not pregnant. So why? Why are you pressing her to say something? Because you don't want to get your ass in trouble with Tisha. That's what it is. Okay? You just as fake as a $3 bill, child. Moving on. So then Mel arrives, and Mel is like, well, it's in her confessional. She's like, this is cute and all, but I keeps my feet done, you see. So you ain't got to worry about paying for no little pedicure for me. This some little old bullshit. I'm just coming here so I can film with y'all real quick, because my feet, okay, they is already done. Okay, because I stays up on my maintenance, you see. Okay, you look crusty toe bitches. Y'all go ahead and dip your feet in the water because mine's already been in there. Okay, it's fresh. Because that's what I do. Okay? That's Miss Mel for you. So Mel comes in there, and Kimmy immediately starts going in. Kimmy, let me say this to you. Before we even get into this whole scene with the name change and all this bullshit, Kimmy is jealous because Mel did not invite her to the name change ceremony. Period. If you are a real friend, okay, all you had to do is say to Mel, hey, Mel, I thought we were closer than that. It really hurt my feelings that I didn't get an invitation. But as a real friend, you should also understand why you weren't invited. And Kimmy, weren't you the same bitch that just skirted off in your new car with your friend, that's really your friend, in the car, ignoring Mel when she was over here cheering your raggedy ass on for getting this new car? You damn near rolled over her toes that you trying to pay to get manicured. Girl, what? Girl, sit your ass down. Sit the hell down permanently. Like you really tried it. You almost ran over Mel's big toe. Now you trying to get him painted. And mad because she didn't have you come to her party. And then you was on allegedly, because I don't have a copy of it, so I'm gonna say allegedly. You was on Instagram Live or somebody's live saying that her name change ceremony was corny. Why would I invite somebody to my event that doesn't support me? You are a fake friend. That's what you are. So let's just get into it, y'all. Mel comes in. Kimmy talks about how Mel puts her whole life on social media. She tried to set it up. See, Kimmy does that little shit that she does with Maurice, where she's talking to him like a child, and she tries to set it up. Okay? But what you don't know is that whatever you try to throw at Mel, she gonna throw it back 50 times harder. You playing with the wrong bitch, okay? Mel ain't the one what you gonna try to play these little games with, you see. So she says, yeah, I saw it. She set it up. Kimmy, yeah, I saw it all over social media. Yeah, you posted it. You put your little social media is like your diary, shade. Social media is like your diary. Like you put everything on there, okay? You do everything on there. Like, it's like, oh my God, like keep something to yourself, girl. Like, seriously. But you put it all over the internet. So I just knew I was going to get an invitation because it's like you invited everybody. You like told everybody like on the internet. So like, why didn't I get an invitation? It's like, what? Really? Like, really? So Mel was like, girl, yeah, I wasn't inviting you because number one, you're married to Maurice and Tisha is married to Marcel and they're friends with Martell. And I don't want anybody that's friends with him or associated with him at my damn name change party. I am disassociating myself with him. At this is what this party represents. Okay. You coming means you're gonna bring your tap nabbit ass, ragged ass, Casper looking ass husband. I don't want your husband there. Because your husband doesn't like me. He doesn't support me. I want people at my party that support me. So Tisha says in her confessional, I understand why Mel didn't invite me, because we're just trying to get it together. But, Kimmy, she threw that party for Kimmy and everything for, like for cancer. And like, I just thought that they were closer. Tisha, let me stop you right the fuck there. Let me stop both of y'all, okay? Because while you and Kimmy are in the sunken place, that's right. In the sunken place, both of y'all are together, not together apart. Okay, let's talk about why Mel planned that party. Mel planned that party with your dumb ass because you didn't plan the party for Kimmy. That's why. Kimmy wanted to have this party. Maurice was not in support of it. He thought that it was not a good idea to have the party in the first place. You haven't really been around to support Kimmy throughout any of her cancer stuff. I haven't seen you send not as much as a flower. And you were the first person on camera that she told outside of her husband. But what were you doing to support her? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. You should have, I think Kimmy wanted you to plan the party if somebody on camera had to plan the party. But you didn't. You didn't support her. So let's stop talking about Mel is the one that planned this party. And that's why Mel suggested it because nobody else was doing it for her. So that's why. And you're still not getting invited. Moving on. So that didn't work to fluster Mel. So Kimmy says, yeah, and like, the whole thing about changing your name, I just think, and she tried to sound real smart with it, being an asshole with the baby voice and the strategic bullshittery. She's like, yeah, I just feel like, in the Black community, it's just such a stereotype that, our children, the moms, we're our children and we don't have the same last name. I just think that that's bad. That's terrible. And that really bothers me. And that hurts for me, for the children, because I just don't agree with that. Like, this is not a thing that I would do. Well, looky, that's why I'm so glad that Mel's children are not yours. So glad. Because you ain't got to worry about that. Okay? You ain't got to worry about that. She says, I made my last name my middle name because I didn't want to be in a situation like most African Americans where the mom and kids don't have the same last name. And, that really matters to me. I moved it over. Mel says, oh, okay. So we talking about stereotypes. Okay. So being a baby mama, you ain't worried about that, but you worried about a last name. That's what Mel basically was telling her dumbass. Mel was like, oh, okay, so the stereotype of being a baby mama is not what you're concerned about. You're more concerned about having the same last name as your child. But let me check you real quick, Kimmy. You wasn't married to Jalen's father. Let's start there. Okay? Did Jalen's father sign the birth certificate? Ooh, maybe he didn't. Do you know who Jalen's father is? Because we never hear you talk about him. You over here playing mama to Maurice's son. But where's Jalen's daddy? Where was Jalen's daddy at this whole celebration when he graduated from college, where y'all over there acting like a fool with Tisha's mama? Where was he at? And you sitting up here changing. Jalen is a grown-ass man. So you changing Grant to your middle name to still somehow somewhat have the same middle name as Jalen. What the fuck? What do that got to do with the cost of tea in damn China? Girl, you gave Jalen your last name because that's what the fuck you wanted to do. Let me tell you what really happens in real life, okay? While you want to talk about stereotypes. Mel was married to that nigga. So yes, they all had the same last name. And life changes. Where motherfuckers fuck up, and now the shit is not happening no more. So you mean to tell me that she needs to stay attached to this man because you don't like it? Cry me a river, dick face, Kimmy, because don't nobody really give a shit about what you talking about. Because all the shit that you talking about lately ain't too damn credible. I'm just saying. Period. And let's talk about your own household. Monster doesn't have the same last name as Kiowa. Because guess what? Kiowa is remarried. She has a different last name. Now, all that bullshit that you talking about where you got to go and do stuff for your children and you don't want to have the different last name because you got to do stuff for your children, that would still be relevant with Kiowa because Maurice Jr. is still young. But all that shit that you talking, you tried to dig at Mel. And let me put the icing on top of your cupcake. When two people that are not married have a kid, the child more than likely has the father's last name, not the mother. So most of the time, and I'm comfortable with saying 90% of the time, if a baby daddy that's paying child support that has signed a birth certificate, hell yeah, they're getting that man's last name. You don't have the last name because he gave you some sperm, but not a ring. Catch that tea. And that's what Mel told your dog ass. You came in, but you didn't get a come up. Okay? You didn't get a ring, so you didn't get the last name as the man that got you pregnant. Do you know the man that got you pregnant? Let's ask that question. But guess what Mel did? She did. She married the man that she had the 4 children with. Matter of fact, Mel was married before she had children. The bottom line is, you bitches need to mind your fucking business. If this lady wants to change her last name, it has absolutely nothing. I repeat, absolutely nothing to do with you. It doesn't affect your life. Whether Mel's last name is Rogers, Holt, goddamn Bennett, and I ain't in it, none of it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you or your day-to-day. The bottom line is, you're mad because you didn't get invited. And that food looked good. I'd be mad if I wasn't invited too, Kimmy. What was you sitting at home eating TV dinners using KY with Maurice? Girl, go boo and bye to you. Boo and bye to you, Kimmy. You are full of shit. And don't worry about Mel and her last name. You're not getting invited. You and your confessional talk about maybe you and Mel are not as close as you thought. You never were close to Mel. You never were close to Mel. Mel was close to you. She thought she was. But you are fake and phony. And you're a fraud. You talk shit about her behind the scenes. I had you pegged from that scene when y'all were getting massages and you called Mel bougie. You call her bougie because she schmoozes with people, she networks with people well and makes connections. You want to talk shit about her for being that way, but then you want her to stay in the comeback group because her connections and the networking, the same stuff that you call her bougie for, benefits you. Maybe that's why you and Maurice are together, because you said at the beginning of this episode he only do stuff that benefit him. Sound like that's what you do too. You want to be friends with Mel when it benefits you. Oh, sounds like I got your number there. And so did Mel. That's why your ass didn't get invited. Ha! Moving on. Okay? Because this is not kicking. Okay? Not kicking. Thank you so much, Kathy Johns, for your super chat. I super appreciate you. Thank you so much. Y'all, moving on, because these people really be getting, oh my God, under my skin. So this last scene, Stormy and Courtney are talking. They're at this pool hall. And hold on, let me see how many people done like the video. Excuse me, y'all. 80 likes. We got to get the likes up. Ooh, my throat dry. Like the video, y'all. Like the video, and we're going to go into the last scene.
Yeah. Work. To me, I get work. See me do me dirt. So me for that work. When you walk a line. In the girl, try me, I deserve. Nothing to have you lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience.
All right, y'all. 149 people watching the video. We had 80 likes. Let's get the likes up. Come on, y'all. Let's do it. Liking the video is a free way to support. And it also gets the video out in the algorithm so we can have more people watch with us, okay? So, thank y'all so much for watching. Let's get into this last scene. So, Stormy and Courtney, they're all doing this little date night that they done set up with Tisha and Marceau. So, they're playing pool, and they're talking about business and this, that, and the third, and what they got going on, what they got to do, what they're prepared to talk to Tisha and Marceau about, and about how Marceau keeps on playing with Courtney about the last name situation. And Courtney is just like, you know what? That little stuff that Marceau do is childish. I'm not really tripping off that stuff that he do. You know, I'm a man and I ain't got time for that. But then they look at the time and they're like, wait a minute, they're an hour and a half damn late. Let me tell you something. If I'm Courtney and Stormy, I'm leaving. Okay? You will not ever have me sitting anywhere for an hour and 30 minutes waiting on you. That is very disrespectful. I'm telling you right now, that is entirely disrespectful. Okay? Do not ever, especially the caliber of people that Stormy and Courtney are, they got a lot of stuff going on. Hell, homegirl just got back on track with getting her order sent out. She ain't trying to fall behind. She could be packing a damn box. But y'all sitting up here wasting her damn time. Taking your sweet time and taking all day. What were y'all doing? Using some of them herbs from the damn yoni session? I know you're not. So moving on. They come in and they begin to discuss, you know, the storm. They get on into Stormy calling him a bitch and this, that, and the third, and how he's, you know, she's been being disrespectful to Marceau. And, you know, Marceau is just really over here trying to patronize Stormy. Like, he's really trying to minimize her and put her in her place, right? And then he's trying to bring Courtney into it. Like, you know, you sat there and allowed your wife to call me a bitch. Like, you worried about, so you weren't upset over the last name thing, but you daggone sure weren't upset over the her calling me a bitch stuff. Why would he give a damn? See, that's that shit that you tried with Maurice and Martell. That shit works with them because they on your bandwagon of misogyny. Okay? All three of y'all are disrespectful as hell to women. Courtney is not. Courtney understands that he is rich because of his wife. Courtney invested in his wife, and now they're where they are. A man that finds a wife finds a goddamn good thing. And that man found his good thing, and he worked with his good thing, and now they got an even better thing together. Okay? That's where you and your brother and your dumb friend dropped the ball. Because foolish of any man to gain the world, to simply lose his soul in the end because you full of shit. Okay? And that's what all three of y'all are. Courtney is looking at you like, yeah, you want to keep on playing around calling me Steele. You knew that wasn't my last name. But that stuff rolls off my back because that's something that a kid would do. You know, that's childish. I don't play kid games. I'm a grown-ass man. And he said it with a straight face to Marceau. And Marceau over there looking like a jack-o'-lantern with one space missing in every tooth with his whale teeth. And he's just laughing like, oh, I guess it's not landing. But he really thinks that he's annoying these people. And they're really not, they're not stunting off of him. So then he's like, yeah, but you know, but Stormy kept calling me a bitch or whatever. But you know, I just kind of had to let that go because that's not professional. Like, you shouldn't be doing that in a meeting. And Stormy was like, well, you even said that you were a bitch. You said you're the biggest bitch. Like, you admitted it. And he was like, see, you still calling me a bitch now. She was like, I ain't call you no bitch just now. You said that. You bringing it back up. So then he keeps on trying to egg Stormy on. So Stormy is looking at him like, and then even Tisha tries to chime in talking about calling Marceau a bitch, but she ain't really chiming too much. She dipped her big toe in the water just a little bit, but not too much. She ain't gonna give Stormy too much because I think Tisha is afraid of Stormy. Stormy will get her right to the freak together, just like she got her husband together. Every single time. So Stormy, Marceau is still talking that talk, trying to, you know, basically degrade Stormy and talk down to her, like that little shit that he do with Kimmy and the stuff that he's tried with every single woman on this show, basically. He tried it with Mel, but Mel gives it back to his ass. That's why I think he low-key got a little crush on her. He does it with Kimmy because her and Tisha in the damn Sunken place together. Because they just love being wives. They gonna get stomped all over and trashed for till death do them part. So Stormy begins to pick up her phone while Marceau is talking. And she goes off. She was like, oh, I got work to do. I got stuff to do because, you know, they was late already and, you know, my time is up. And Courtney was like, we ain't gonna finish this game? She was like, oh, no, I'll watch you though. I'll watch you though. She was like, yeah, because what you're not going to do is talk to me crazy because I don't got time for that and I'm not going to make none. I done already said what I needed to say. I didn't call you a bitch again, but if you would like me to, I will. I said I wasn't going to call you a bitch anymore, but what you're not going to do is disrespect me. And that's it and that's all. Period. I agree with Stormy. I don't agree with Stormy trying to play Dr. Mother Love on this show, but I do agree with her not accepting anybody disrespecting her. Let me go back and check on some of y'all comments, and then I got to hop off y'all because I got to watch Real Housewives of the Potomac. Okay, we got to watch Potomac because this episode is to be continued, but I can't wait till she really give it to him next week. Tay Will says, right. I'm like, Kimmy, baby, you're the last one that should be saying anything about her name change. Very weird. Yeah, like, I don't really understand why she's so bothered? Why is that such a point of contention with you? Like, of all things for you to be, like, vexed about, you worried about somebody else's last name being changed? Girl, worry about you being a baby mama. How about that? How about that? A whole hour and a half late, I will be pissed. Absolutely. Absolutely. There is no way that you're going to play with my time like that ever. Okay. Country Conversations with DVD. What's up? What's up? Fran says, what's cooking? I got you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, y'all like the video. Please and thank you. I so appreciate it. Melanated Energy says, everyone conversation is about last names. Right. Like, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? I barely remember most of y'all damn first name, and you worrying about the last one. And apparently they didn't call and let them know, Kalani Horrelson says. Yeah, and that's messed up. Because what y'all were trying to do was prove a point. They were trying to solidify, oh, we're the core six. We're a part of the core six. We can do whatever we want. Y'all are on my show, so I can do what I want, and I can come in here, and including being rude. No, baby. Because what you're not about to do is play with Stormy's time. Because while y'all playing like y'all rich, Stormy and Courtney really are. And you don't play with people that really got some money's time. And I know you ain't got enough, like Stormy says, in your bank account from this show to play with them. Okay. Melanated Energy says Stormy's still behind with her orders. QS said, is that Queen Sheba? I like Queen Sheba. I'll say her full name. Says she been ordered her body glaze, and Stormy didn't respond to QS inquiry about her order. It's a damn shame. Wow, that's crazy. I thought she was getting better, child. Kalani Horrelson says, I hate that Mitch is from my state. Oh, Lord. That's okay. He just, everybody got a bad apple, sis. Everybody got a bad apple. It's all right. Because I'm sure some humdingers out here in D.C. Country Conversation with DVD said, I didn't get a notification either. What? That's, what YouTube is playing. They got to stop playing with me. Melanated Energy says, Marceau thinks everyone is joking with him because his life is a joke. Okay. Absolutely. What's up, a bitch stay winning? I see you down here in the chat. Appreciate you for stopping by and watching, sis. Journeyology to the Root says Marceau and Tisha were late to the reunion, late to their own expo meeting, and 1.5 hours late to this dinner date. I would have left. They are out of line. I would have left. Absolutely. I would have been in the wind. Okay. In the wind. Tay Will, thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you so much. Such a fan, Shay Renee. Your reviews are always on point. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for show. Thank you so much for watching. And that is my time, y'all. I got to get on and watch The Real Housewives of Potomac. It is 7:59. Girl, you ain't got to retype my name. I know what you mean, sis. I know what you mean. I got you. All right, y'all. But thank you so much, Tay Will. Okay. And thank you, Kathy Johns. The super chats are much appreciated. I so appreciate y'all. It helps me to keep the channel going. Helps me to keep coming on here to talk to y'all and talk my okay. But thank y'all for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching this with us too. And y'all, let's try to get Kimmy and Tisha out of the sunken place. Y'all, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.